everyone. Hello and happy new year. It is 2024. 2024. We made it. Gotta give God thanks and take it as a blessing because we've made it this far and we made it to another year. That is definitely a blessing. I just want to say thank you to everyone that took the time to like, comment, and subscribe and share their stories. Like, I'm very appreciative that I was able to touch some souls in my first episode, Breaking Chains. And if you haven't already took the time to tune into the first episode, pause this video and go back and show some love over there and take it in because I think you'll get some gems from it. But yes, thank you for everybody that shared their stories and giving me the opportunity to be able to be an ear to listen and to be able to share my words of wisdom and things that are there to be able to help you out as well. So I'm forever thankful for that. Thank you. And thank you for everyone's advice. I highly appreciate it and the encouragement to keep me going on this journey. But it's just a blessing. I truly feel blessed. But today I want to talk about the cycle of healing and the cycle of pain because it can be difficult and it's a process, right? And most of the time we don't take the time to heal. Most of the time we end up sitting around in our own cycle of pain. And, usually we end up finding the easiest and the fastest way to feel good. So, whether it's just suppressing the pain through alcohol, suppressing the pain through smoking, through substance, or going out and just doing different things just to kind of just suppress the pain, right, for a moment. But, we have to accept the pain in either to move towards the healing process. And I had to learn that. It's like an addict, you know. What they do is, they microdose and they overindulge and then they seek help, right? They seek help by saying, I want to get clean, I want to do this, but they're still playing victim and not taking accountability of their own pain, right? So, one things I did notice, especially I started to do similar things by playing victim and not taking accountability for my own pain. There was a point in my life where I would just feed into so much pain and so much toxicity and so much problems. And my closest people to me, I would just always complain to them and tell them everything that I'm going through and I'm in pain and this is that and the same story I'm going through. I'm telling like 10 people the same story within the day. And I'm like, this is just draining after a while. But I didn't understand that at the moment. And what I understood was after a while that the people that I loved the most, the people that I cared about, the people that I thought cared about me, which I know they still did, but they had to take their self away from me in either for me to see my problem. And they distanced themselves, they walked away, they didn't come around me for a few years because I was consistently dealing with pain, consistently dealing with problems, consistently complaining about these things. And they didn't want to hear it anymore because one, I wasn't taking their advice. I was looking for the help, seeking the help from them, but wasn't taking their advice because I would still be back by the time they're done telling me I'm done telling them my problem and I'm done complaining and they gave me their advice. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to change. I'm going to make a difference. But then I didn't. And the more that I would indulge in my pain, I would start drinking really heavy. I would start smoking really heavy and condoning the wrong things into my life because I thought that was the way of healing. I thought that was the fastest way to heal by numbing the pain, right? But numbing the pain doesn't help. Numbing the pain doesn't help. All these medications don't help because you have to really seek it within yourself. But during my healing my healing cycle, while I was able to just really take the time to really try to heal, what I learned is the hard truths about myself and the world around me. I definitely had to deal with it and learned hard truths, and I didn't like it. It was a struggle at first, and it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun at first. But I had to try to heal from my trauma. That was important. One thing I realized as well that healing taught me was that Not everybody is going to understand, and not everybody's going to support you through all the things that you're going through this journey. Another thing that I learned is not you're not always going to get closure that you need. So all the things that you think you're healing from, you think you're going to get the closure from somebody hurting you or somebody doing something to you or this happening to you, you're going to get full closure. It's not going to always happen, but at least you get some source of closure so you can close that chapter and close that book so you don't have to deal with it anymore. You overcame it. And time doesn't heal all. Most definitely time doesn't heal all I would say. Because over time I thought that, I would be fully healed by certain things, but some things are still kind of resurfaced depending on the situation. And I'm like, wait, I thought that happened so long ago. Maybe I'm healed from it, but I wasn't healed from it. It was still being suppressed. It was still being on the back burner, just boiling. And now I just realized to myself that, once again, time doesn't heal all. And, you have to want to do the work. You're going to have to want to work on yourself. Definitely work on yourself is really important. And, another thing that I realized, of course, as I said, I would indulge in alcohol. I would indulge in smoking and substance and things just to suppress my pain. But there's no quick fix. There's never no quick fix to heal. You have to take the time to want to grow, to want to heal for yourself, to find self-awareness about yourself so that were you the problem of why certain things happened, or where was it that person? Take accountability of your own problems. Did you put yourself into situations that you shouldn't have put yourself in situations of what you're healing from? But some, I can't say is all, because you can't point the finger all at yourself, but you got to take part accountability of some of the things that hurt you, right? Definitely. You got to put in the work to heal. Some of the things that I would do to heal, I would journal. Journaling, I've been doing my whole entire life. Writing down my thoughts and letting out pain and letting out things, my thoughts, everything that goes through my mind, because I overthink like a file cabinet. It's crazy. Like sometimes in the front of my head, I'm like, it's a file cabinet going through all these different memories and all these different things that I've went through, or just life in general. So I write a lot of the times, and I took the time to start meditating a lot, and meditating on self-healing. That is really important. There's so many different ways. I started going on apps like Insight Timer and finding things on frequency sounds to raise my vibrations, just to make sure that I'm on that healing path for myself. I did different types of therapy. I have spoken to therapists. Some therapists I felt weren't for me, but you have to find the right therapist that's going to understand you, especially coming from somebody of color. And sometimes you got to find somebody that is going to be able to resonate with you and understand some of the things that you've been through, or understand the struggles of being a Black person. Some of the other therapies that I've went through as well is this year at the end of 2023, I went out with my family and we decided to do the plate smashing therapy. That was a big thing for us. And you take a plate and you write down all the things that you want to let go. It doesn't necessarily have to be everything that happened in 2023, but you can just write down things that you want to let go, and you release it. And what we did is let go and give it to God, and make God have to deal with these problems in the way. Take that weight off of your shoulder and walk with God through it. And we smashed the plates and we released all the pain and the anger and the hurt and release it through there. So taking the time to really work on yourself and really working on your pain and facing your pain, that's the most important thing. So I would say anybody that wants to try, it could be any time of the year, try plate smashing therapy. It is so relieving and refreshing, and it's just a great feeling. And build a relationship with God. The more, as I said before, the more I started to make a relationship and build my relationship with God more, the more I started to see my blessings come into me, and the more I started to see certain doors that weren't for me started to close, and certain doors that were always for me started to open. Because everything is a lesson in front of you, right? As I always say. And God's going to keep making you repeat that same lesson over and over and over until you finally get it and understand and learn that lesson that, maybe I wasn't supposed to be doing that anymore. Maybe God was really trying to show me a sign this whole entire time. He was trying to tell me, hey, Chaniie, like, wake up. You're going to keep repeating this around the same type of the time of the year, and I'm going to just see it. Are you going to keep that door open for the wrong people in your life, or are you going to close that door and shut it in their faces and not have to deal with it again? Yeah. I write a lot of letters to God. That's one thing that I'd say would probably be the best thing I ever did. Would start to write letters to God, and I would start by just saying, "Dear God," and I would just release everything onto that paper. And sometimes I would see blessings come out of it. And people always think when they talk to God, sometimes like it's supposed to be a miracle, it's supposed to happen right away. That's it. I talk to God, God is supposed to fix everything right now. But no, it takes time. You know how many people in this world are different, every different spirit, every different soul he has to probably take on. There's a lot of people. So you can't just be selfish and expect him to want to just open that one door for you. And it's my turn right now. I prayed to God, I talked to God, and that's it. No, it's not going to work that way. It's going to take time. But when you do, pay attention to your blessings. Pay attention to the time that it comes. That's really important. So even too, I would say try healing groups, retreats, or little groups where, when you sit down with these other people, whether they're men, women, whatever the case may be, you sit down with these people and you realize that, once again, you went through something too. Okay. I'm not alone. I'm not by myself. And then when you go through it, you never know. You might come across somebody else that can help you heal because they've already healed as well. But that's just another option. I think that really just trying to break the cycle of pain and try to bring in the cycle of healing, bringing yourself back to yourself is really important. This year I feel it's about inner growth. Inner growth, yeah. And resetting yourself. So I say to everybody, one, let go of what no longer serves you. I keep saying this. Let go of what no longer serves you. Two, connect with people that nourish you, uplift you, bring you out of yourself, make you just be a ball of light, be radiant. Just it's a great feeling, like when you're around great people, and give thanks to those people as well. Like, give thanks to them. And I'm a person that will just randomly text the people that help me go through my healing journey or help me heal and just accept myself a bit more and seeing myself more. And I just randomly text them and say, or just call them up and be like, I love you. Thank you so much. It's really important to tell people you love them because tomorrow's not promised. I keep saying this. Tomorrow is not promised. And you only live once. So I say, tell the people that you love and the people that nourish you and the people that uplift you, tell them that you love them and you thank them. That is important. And choose what's best for you. Choose what's best for you. If it's not for you, close the door. If it's not meant for you, leave it alone. Time and time, people still get stubborn sometimes, be like, no, this might be, like, no way, it could be better, there's potential in this, there's potential for that. But what's not for you, stick to your intuition. Your stomach will tell you first. You're gonna get that gut feeling and it's not for you. Walk away from it. Just walk away from it. It's not for you. And I would say be around things that make your heart and your soul truly happy and be full of love and a burst of light. That feeling is the best feeling ever, when you're able to just be around things that make you happy the most. Yeah. And let yourself be able to start over. Like, give yourself that time to start over again, and it's never too late. People think that like time is right now and you got to get it done now, but it's never too late to start over with your goals, start over with life, start over with your careers. There's people that are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s that go back to college and university to start their careers. Like, it is okay to start over. It's okay to have a fresh start with your life. You can leave your past in the past and start fresh. Create a new identity. You could do that too. Like, you don't always have to go back to where you used to be, or talking to people and telling people what you've been through before, like, and who you know. You don't need to. Start fresh. Start fresh. And respect yourself and set boundaries. Boundaries are really important. Boundaries are really important. I realize a lot of times, like in my past, like when I didn't understand what boundaries were growing up. So I would still allow the wrong people into my life, and that's what caused more pain into my life. Because I don't feel like I had the most self respect for myself, the most love for myself. I would always say, love yourself first, but did I really? I don't think I did at the time. But now I'm at a stage where I really, truly love myself to its fullest. So, respect yourself, love yourself, and set boundaries. You know, with this cycle as well, we grow, and then we break, and then we reflect, and we understand, and then we apply, and then we grow again. That's important. That is definitely important. That is the cycle of healing. That is the cycle of pain. And it is difficult, but you can go through it. If I could do it, you could do it. If there's others that can do it, we could do it. And when you try this, look at it this way. A month from now, if you try today, or the day that you start after watching this, to start your journey, you start from now, and you'll realize that you'll be in a better place and a better situation, and you'll feel better just a little bit. Or you could be fully feeling like you're on a cloud, but just try it. Just try these processes that I'm telling you, and speak it into an existence. I believe that manifestation is very real. When you speak things into an existence, when you write them down, you make them happen. It will happen for yourself. So, this year is going to be filled with love. This year is going to be filled with grace. This year is going to be filled with abundance, progress, opportunity, healing, blessings upon blessings. That is what this year is going to be about. So just make it happen. Make it happen and believe it. When you believe it, it will happen for yourself. But yes, that is for today. I hope everybody that is watching this loves or likes, comments, and subscribes again to my channel. And now I am streaming on Apple Podcast and Spotify. So if you want to go over there and show some love as well, you'll definitely see me over there. But yes, if you know anybody that needed to hear this or needs someone to vent to, they can DM me. They can share their stories. I'm very open to listen to everyone's stories, and hopefully my words of wisdom can help them as well. But yes, like, comment, subscribe, share, show your love. Thank you all for listening again. This is Chaniie, and this is the Deep Space. Peace and love. I'm focusing on living out my dreams.